Okay, we looked at finding the equations of a line. Now we want to look at drawing the lines. Okay, and we're going to use examples. So if you're going to draw a line, you need to know simply 2 or 3 points that it passes through, right? If I have this point and I have another point here, right? And I'm told to draw a line that passes through those 2 points, that's quite simple. I just get my ruler, which you should have, which I'm not going to use for now, and draw a straight line through those points. There, I've drawn my line. So when it comes to drawing lines, the major issue is just locating the points that the line passes through. If you can locate 2 or 3 points that the line passes through, then you can easily draw the line, right? So whenever you're asked to draw a line, just find 2 or 3 points that the line passes through, and then you can safely take a ruler and draw a line. So let's have a practical example for this. Let's say, for example, we've got the equation y is equal to 3x plus 1, right? This is an equation of a line, and we're asked to draw this line. For us to draw this line, we must know 2 or 3 points that the line passes through, right? So how do we do that? Usually you draw a table of values. Okay, you draw a table of values where you're going to put your 2 or 3 points. I'm going to use 2 points for now. So x, y. So this table of values will be a table that contains the coordinates of the points we're talking about. So the first point, its x value and its y value go there. The second point, the x value and y value of that point go there. Now, when it comes to the x values, pick any two reasonable, right, values that you can put there. Pick any two reasonable values, right? So I can put a value of 0 and I can put a value of 1, right? Don't put a million or a billion in there, right? Just be sensitive to your scale. You learn to do that with more practice. So you pick any 2 points there. I picked 0 and I picked 1 as x values. Now, what you have to understand about this equation is that this equation represents the relationship between the x values and y values of that particular line. So this equation represents the relationship between the x values and y values of that particular line. What this equation is saying is that the y value is equal to 3 times the x value plus 1. So whatever the x value is, the y value is going to be equal to 3 times the x value plus 1 for that particular line. Now we've picked two x values, 0 and 1. So for us to find the y value, we must substitute these x values into that equation here, right? So I'll start off with when x is equal to 0. Okay, well, sorry. When x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3 times x. But x is equal to 0 plus 1 according to our equation. So 3 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1, it gives us 1. So when x is 0, y is equal to 1, right? Okay, so let's go to the next point. When x is equal to 1, right, y is equal to 3 times x, but x is 1, so y is equal to 3 times 1 plus 1. So y is equal to 3 times 1, 3 plus 1. Y is equal to 3 plus 1, which is 4. So we can write 4 there. So we have 0, 1 and 1, 4 as our 2 points, right? So the first point will have an x value of 0 and y value of 1. The second point will have an x value of 1 and a y value of 4. So those are the points we have. We have the point 0, 1 and another point 1, 4. So now you can go ahead and draw your y-axis and x-axis. You must use a ruler I'm not using a ruler, but you should make this look as neat as possible. And then you label your axis and you put your numbering equally spaced. -1, -2, -3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first point we need to locate is the point 0, 1. So the point 0 and 1 is here. So with an X, I've located that point, the point 0, 1. The second point is the point 1, 4. X value 1, Y value 4. So X value 1, Y value 4. There, that's the point. The first one was X value 0, Y value 1. The second one was X value 1, Y value 4. So 1, 4. Once I get these 2 points again, it's just an issue of taking a ruler and drawing a line through those points, right? I'm not quite using a ruler, so my line is not straight. Yours should be drawn by a ruler and it should be straight. So there's our line. Not as straight as I would have wanted it to be, but you get the point. Now let's try another example. So let's say we have y is equal to 2x minus 2. So now we know what to do. First of all, we have to have our table of values where you can have 2 or 3 points. If you want to make sure you're accurate, you can add an extra point, put 3x values and get 3y values, right? This time I picked 2 different things. Maybe I can pick 1 and 2, right? Remember, you pick any 2 x values. As long as they are reasonable and they'll fit into your graph. So now our relationship says the value of y is equal to 2 times the value of x minus 2. So when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2 times 1 minus 2. Y is equal to 2 times 1 is 2. Then we say minus 2. Y is equal to 2 minus 2, which is a 0. So 0 there. When x is equal to 2, y is equal to 2 times the value of x, which now is 2, minus 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 2 gives you a value of 2. So you get 2 there. So our table is complete and we now have 2 points. The first point is an x value of 1, a y value of 0. Second point is an x value of 2, a y value of 2. So we have 1, 0 and 2, 2. 1, 0 and 2, 2. So from there, you can proceed to draw your y-axis straight line with the ruler. You can certainly draw better than me. Then the x-axis there, you can do your numbering there. One, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay, so now let's locate the points. The point 1 and 0, x value 1, y value 0. So x value 1, y value 0, it's here, right? 2 and 2, x value 2, y value 2, that's there. Once you get your 2 points, you get your ruler and draw your line. So there's our line passing through those points there. So there's our line. So you can go ahead and try drawing lines of your own.